Hello, all. It's Lydia here, the Money Queen at the American Dream Team, powered by Supreme, partnering here with Realtor Rob with Century 21 Judge Fight. And Rob, what's your question of the day?
So today, Lydia, my question is, what are the different type of loan platforms and what makes them different or unique?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have four major platforms, right? So you're going to do FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional. Okay? They all have their independent benefits and attributes and criteria. Okay? So let's start with FHA. That is a government insured loan, right? And it was established to promote home ownership, right? To make it a little bit easier, lower down payment. They let you stretch your budget a little bit more. So remember when we were on one of our videos, we talked about debt to income ratios, right? How much we can stretch that budget.
Yes.
So on an FHA, all govies, so FHA, VA, and USDA, that's one thing they do have in common. They're all government loans, so the debt to income ratios are the same.
Okay.
FHA, you can get in for as little as 3.5% down.
Okay.
Right? Also, so down payment. So that's where we've talked about minimum down and stretching your budget, right?
Right.
And it's a government loan. So on government platforms, whether it be FHA, VA, or USDA, they're going to have the same qualifying criteria with regards to level of risk. So bankruptcies, foreclosures, child support, a non-purchasing spouse. So I'm married, but my husband doesn't have qualifying credit. I make enough money and have good enough credit to purchase the house in my name alone, right?
Okay.
On an FHA, even if he's not on the loan, I have to include his debt because Texas is a community property state, meaning you have equal responsibility to assets and liability. So they're going to take the most conservative level. That's the same for FHA, VA, or USDA. They're government products. They're going to be more conservative in that platform.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about VA. That's, in most opinions, the best loan on the market, right? It's for our veterans that have protected our freedoms, so they're going to have the best loan, right? They no down payment, 100% financing, right? So with that being said, on other platforms, whenever you pay anything less than 20% down, you're required to carry what's called a mortgage insurance.
Okay.
Not homeowner's insurance, but insurance to protect the lender from any risk of default, right? Veterans don't have to pay for that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, they're not
Awesome.
required, and they can finance up to 100%, right? And also, if they were to run into trouble along the way, right? Because my history goes back to like even default side, right? Before I even originated a loan. So they have the best protections in place if they were to go on active duty, if they have a service-related disability or something of that nature. There are protections to make sure that there are assistance programs to help them to retain their home, right? So short-term and long-term, right? Also, if they are a veteran with a service-related disability, then they would be eligible to have their VA funding fee. It's an upfront funding fee charged on every VA loan waived. It's gone. And also, they are tax exempt if they're 100% disabled. So they don't have to pay taxes.
Wow.
So that's good. They earned it, though. So USDA is another government product, right? Great product. Again, some of the same risk level considerations for the approval. USDA is another product that allows you to do 100% financing with no MI, no mortgage insurance.
Wow.
Okay?
Awesome.
So you don't have to pay for that additional premium. There are parameters. It is specific to geographic location. It's for rural and underserved areas. So underdeveloped areas, maybe a lower income bracket. There are income caps on it as well. And the way that the income is calculated is not by the applicants, it's about the household. So if I have a kid, a teenager that's working, I have to count his income towards the household income, right? So that's unique in that aspect. But it is a specific product for rural and underserved areas. So that's some of the parameters there, but it's excellent. So like I have clients that are willing, they want to go out a little bit out there. They can get in for as little as possible. They have a lower payment because it's a government loan. It's going to have a great interest rate.
Right.
They have no mortgage insurance. They just have to come up with the closing costs.
Wow. That's awesome.
So, and the lastly is conventional. Okay, so conventional is going to be straightforward, right? It's either 20% down, or you can do the 3% down. Sometimes 5 if it's not you're not your first time home buyer, right?
Okay.
We can do 5 minimum, but it does have mortgage insurance, right? But unlike an FHA, that mortgage insurance is not locked in for the life of the loan, right?
Okay.
So it can fall off once your loan to value ratios fall below the level of risk, which is 79%. Right. Also, it's going to be a better platform for investments if you wanted to purchase an investment home. And it's not going to have as rigid requirements with regards to, remember when we were talking about a non-purchasing spouse and having to count their debt against
Yes,
them?
right.
Conventional, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
not going to be as strict with regards to things like that.
Okay.
And it's also going to be easier on the appraisal. So it's not a government product. They're not going to be as conservative. So let's say there's a little cosmetic stuff needed to be done on the house.
Okay.
You have a little bit more flexibility on a conventional platform than you do on a government platform. We call them guppies.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So there's independent benefits, and they're all unique. And that's why a thorough consultation with the client is necessary so that we can talk about those goals and where they're at, how much they have saved, how much they're prepared to invest, to set them up in the ideal situation.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Any
great.
other questions you have for me?
Not for this edition.
All
There'll be
right.
more coming. And if you guys have any questions, please send them to us and we'll make another video to educate everyone on that.
Absolutely. Y'all have a wonderful day. Let's get you to the finish line.